And hello there, everyone. Osage Orange here, and welcome to another episode of Titan Quest: The Loot Grind. This is episode number 216 of the series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. Hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. This is, of course, the first episode of The Loot Grind in 2026, so new year. But of course, we're going to be having the same old fun grinding for loot because I want das Loot. So, on the agenda for today, of course, the last few episodes we've been trying to fix up some of our normal difficulty stuff. We've mostly been trying to, all pun intended, we've had our eye here on Basilisk, guys, and it has just been a whole bunch of excuse me. I honestly could probably use a burp like that to self-censor, instead of saying blah 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 curse word, blah blah blah, I could do blah 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 belch covering over curse word. So yeah, it's been trying to get this stuff. We've only got a little bit, so double check here. Yeah, we've got 2 eye fragments. Got 1 membrane wings. We do need more of the coral fragment. I'm thinking we might I'm thinking that we're gonna mix things up a little bit. Get off the basilisk eye slant membrane wing arc for a little bit. I think we're gonna head over to the Inner Atlantis and do some work on the coral fragments, because this is the one we need to replace. Yeah, it's the 15 vitality we need to replace. Because, of course, I know I mentioned this long time ago whenever we did this, is that I was like, oh, just get the stuff so I have it. We can worry about the specific stuff later. And I was like, yeah, let's do that specific stuff now. So, let's go ahead and get TQ launched here. I did get to go today, or well before this recording, I should say. Well, I'm doing this a little bit later than I normally prefer to do, but it was again the thing that I went to today, and did some other stuff too, and stuff I got to go on was all fun. So, yay! There we go. I was like, come on, Titan. Mentally, I was going, come on, Titan Quest, start up there, dude. All right. So, nope, gotta wait for the thing. Oh, wait, we're gonna be on normal anyway. Why am I trying to go to legendary? Oh, yeah, had some fun. I do apologize for not doing, so I figured, we'd, work our way back some. That guy fell into the ravine there. So one of the things I did do off cam is some grinding, getting some loot and all that. Unfortunately, oh hello, get those bracers. This is the loot grind after all. Come on, back up. That I did off cam as part of that grinding stuff is I went to the transmuter and I'd gotten myself. Oh wait, we don't want Inner Atlantis. We want Outer Atlantis. Let's try that again. Outer Atlantis. There we go. Of course, due to stuff, I'm putting on the desktop mute because, of course, the Raymond lap stuff. Oh, sound effects sound like my stuff. I'm gonna do a thing. But yeah, it's unfortunately I did not get I picked up all the standard loot, stuff I wanted to sell, and I was just transiting back from selling some of that stuff. Whoa, hello. Hello, speaking of rare stuff. Springvine. Nice. Nope. Get out of my way, jerks. Fortunately, as usual, because of the shoddy motherboard, game crash, and I lost all that stuff. Now, from what I remember, a decent chunk of it was stuff I already had. I think there may have been one or two things, maybe 3 or 4, that, don't be a jerk. That might have been, stuff that, I either needed, didn't have a second thing of, or didn't have it all. Unfortunately, because of course I didn't get the stuff, we will never know. We will honestly never know. And there we... Oh, that's a spiny shell. We need coral stuff. I got too excited too soon. Too excited too soon. Simply because of a monster charm dropping. Too excited too soon. And a formula? Where are you? There you are. Fury of the Ages. You guys flying. Yeah, I honestly hate the stuff when I get hit with copyright stuff. It's... part of a decent chunk of the reason why I've been staying away from playing Nintendo stuff is because, of course, Nintendo is unfortunately very nefarious when it comes to saying, yeah, you can play our games and content. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. No, you can't. It's the flip-flopping. But yeah, some of the stuff I did off cam, we got ourselves up to our current level. Up here. Please drop a. I'm trying to remember how far I have to go. So I recall it's like somewhere up in... I think it was like somewhere up in here-ish that I can have a decent chance of getting stuff, so... There's a fair number of other baddies to fight, so it's like... Purely going for a few little things. Oh, hello. Star of the evening. Going in, of course, for a few other little things, of course, helps with the general looting stuff. Now, of course, you guys can't hear it, but I've got thunderstorm sound effects, thunder and all that. And that's part of the, hit up. King's Trickery. Another spiny shell. Where's the coral charms I need, sons? coral charms, not spiny shells. Judiciary lady is now not going to be able to dispense judicial stuff. A little bit of exploratory OCD done there too. Number 3, do not visit the Rebirth Fountain. It is not necessary. I've told this story before, but several times toward the end of the school year, back when I was in school, that it was like the last day before, it was like the evening before my last day of finals and all that. That, like for several years straight, it was the last evening before finals and all that is the, it was, storming. And Satan's Trident. And so yeah, I would just take the opportunity, turn out my room lights, look out a window, and just watch the lightning. Nature's fireworks. And usually that would be the sort of thing that, I'd be getting ready to go to bed sort of thing. I'd be getting ready to, I've done my studying or whatever, gotten my, whatever final project, blah, 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 gotten all that stuff done, and, just, finally, it was, time to go to bed so that I could get up and go where I needed to go. So it sort of served as a final little bit of, entertainment. It wasn't, of course, always the final day before finals. It might have been the second to final day of that week, the Thursday, Thursday evening, Wednesday evening. I don't know why I said Thursday. I guess part of me is, being used to thinking about stuff in a weekly order, sort of thing. Let's see here. Now I get the Juggernauts thing. Yeah, but it might have been, if not it was like twice it was, oh, hello. It's like twice it was, Thursday evening. The other time it was, Wednesday evening. I'm trying to remember here. I think it was that my final year of schooling. It was it that final year? I'm trying to remember. I think it was the way it was when Thursday, then Wednesday, then Thursday. Thursday for my final year of schooling, as I remember. That it was storming. Just debating with myself. I think we'll just keep, before we go through this wall here, I think we'll just do that. We'll let's quickly go sell some stuff off. Yeah, we'll head over here to Gadir. Yeah, it was, in some ways, it was quite nice to have that sort of thing pan out like that. Yeah. I doubt I'll need them, but I'll still hold on to the potions for now, and can, of course, later always sell them. Oh, hi yourself, son. Yeah, you can make a sketch of him in your journal, son. You know, in some ways, you know, thinking back on this, in some ways it was kind of sad because yes, I'm not as much of a social person, especially when I was at school, but I it was in a certain way it was kind of symbolic of the the school year ending. As a current age in its own way was coming to an end. You're glitching through the ground there, son. Oh. Interesting in its own way. Look, Loki chest. I was about to say, let's see what this guy's saying, and then I, of course, had to cut myself off with Loki chest. I always like those guys being in the Atlantis trailer. Yeah, finally having completed the finally having completed the Eternal Embers DLC. Like it's yes, I know having the technical issues compounded our playthrough. Yeah, I can see why there's a lot of people are not too sanguine about it. Don't get me wrong, it adds some stuff, but yeah, I kind of feel it's a number of those people's ratings are justified. Let's quickly make sure we haven't missed anything. Nope. We are getting more loot, so hooray! Come on, you jerks. Me some good stuff there. High Judicia. He's got some stuff to sell. So in that regard, I am not going to complain. Come past here for a few more baddies. Try to see what additional loot I might be able to get. Of course, additional Electrum won't do us any harm too. Now, having to deal with the stuff here. The thunderstorm there. Yeah, it's like I had very nice weather, as I've said for the trip last May to Colorado, and but the only quote unquote bad weather was on the transit day between Durango and Denver, and I've got the chest here, tree. Not bad. So yeah, of course, when I went over Kenosha Pass, I know I've told the story again, but going over Kenosha Pass and having snow at 10,000 feet, that was a thing. And, I'd rather deal with that, one little thing, of course, later learned when I stopped over at Denver Union Station for the thing that I went to and took the W line from the Jeffco County offices to Denver Union Station, and then went back. I learned that, of course, like I said, I've long forgotten her name, but I met somebody who used the W line going to and from work, and she said, it's like the snow. It was, I told her I'd come in from Durango on vacation and all that. And, there was snow as I was coming over Kenosha Pass, and she said, yeah, it's had flights got delayed or had to wait their turn to be able to land, so as that stuff could happen. And I was like, yeah, I can sympathize. Excuse me, but it felt good. Excuse me again, but it still felt good. Now that it's 2026, starting to look forward again to Colorado crossings for this year. I have not. The second medallion of the cat that we've gotten recently. Yeah, medallion, or in this case, talisman. Basically, necklace. Don't want spiny shells. Maybe that's a sign that we'll finally get a coral fragment. Hopefully. Yeah, I have yet to. They'll probably be putting the Colorado Railroad Museum will probably be putting out an announcement here pretty darn soon. Probably by the end of February. More than likely the end of February. That's what I kind of remember from last year, is looking stuff up, and is that they announced that dating for Colorado crossings. They're probably working up on the what they want to have done with all the stuff, so. And all that jazz, so. That'll just give me, of course, between having to save up for, new stuff, new system core, new laptop, I'll be more or less in save mode for quite a bit now. Oh, hello. What'd you drop? Another spring vine. It's the second one of those we've gotten this episode. Come on, get the stuffed tree. Mash the baddie. Thank you. I still remember, trying to, thinking about stuff. It's like, what do I want to call the, before I decided on the loot grind, I was like, I want to call it, the baddie bash, the loot grind, the treasure hunt, what do I want to call it? What's the name? Well, that's fun. Come here. Try to do feasting there. Let's go ahead here. Let's portal out. Come on. There we go. Again, head back to Gadir. Turn on sound effects here since we're in town.
Fine weapons. Look at them, the best.
I did get
I have more.
some stuff set aside. That's why I have so much money.
These items from?
Because I had drained my stuff last time I went through here. And
Knock on wood.
I'm gonna do I'll do that here in a bit. Might go quickly exit the game. You know, drain the system RAM. And do several spheres. Because of course we've been getting some up. There we go. Almost oopsie poopsies right there with the audio. You know what? Let's go ahead here. Let's just go a little bit farther. Up to the chest that's up here. Whatever type of chest it's going to be. There it is. There's the location. Yeah. Get this chest and... Ooh, majestic... Ooh! So eager to say hi that you die. Excuse me, but I felt good. Now let's we'll do. Well, tell you what we'll actually do. Come on. Some of those potions. Sell those potions. Tell you guys what we'll do. Go here to Epic. We won't go to Legendary. Ah, so this is where I am, huh? Momentarily, turn sound back on. Atlantis, Gadir. Yeah, Atlantis is, you know, it's interesting in its own way, but,
Come one, come all.
definitely think that, number of these guys. I already have. Let's quickly go make a deposit. Talisman. Oh, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Despair. I'm not sure if I have Despair. Solon's Greaves. I know I got the leggings. Okay. Ooh. I'll hold on to that and that. Ooh, that is that wreath is this one right here is definitely worth keeping. Yeah, not that one so much. Yeah, we'll sell that. See, this is why I didn't. Yeah. Ooh! Oh, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. If I want to keep that, keep that. See, guys? See? See? Ah! Wanted to organize that, but I also... That's not bad. Willpower, yeah. Ooh. I think I'll hold on to that thing right there. Not going to worry about all the rest of that loot there, guys. Come on. Of course, part of me will, I think I will always be skewed towards mage characters. Let's go ahead and cycle the game so that we can anti-dum-dum. It's, trying to save up for stuff and all that. Considering potential ways that I might be able to make a little bit of money on additional money on the side, but not sure as to all the details thereof yet. So, if I might be able to find, I'm going to try to avoid picking up another job by all possible means. But if I can find, if I know of somebody who says, hey, tree, if you could come help me, do a thing on a weekend, even for one day, say for, say on a Sunday for, like 3 or 4 or 5 hours, I'll pay you. Something like that is what I'm thinking I might do. Because it would just be logistically easier in that capacity rather than having to pick up a new job, because that would be a huge pain in the arse. I've already got enough trouble with my regular job having to do that. Oh, hello. Hello. Picked up that loot. Excuse me, but it felt good. Yeah, if I could maybe occasionally, maybe like once or twice a month, maybe pick up oh, hello, what we got? Maybe once or twice a month, go do something and earn a little bit of money off the cuff, sort of thing, Even if it's, excuse me, even if it's only, say, like $100. $100 is $100. Some ways it's not. Oh, I don't want frickin' spiny shells. I need the what's it thingies? The coral charm. Not the spiny frickin' shell. We may have to change venues because I know that what's their faces? Over there at the temple complex thingy is that we could get them from there. Part of me always wishes, I could be like some sort of magician, or a wizard like Harry Potter, wave a wand and say, "Give me 500,000 galleons." Or, the equivalent, for us in reality, that, give me $5 million. Figure I could use a little bit of a detour here from the regular just to see what there's over here. You know, it's amazing that there are people these days that, you know, are actual treasure hunters and all they want is their own profit. And they have no regard for any historical aspect of any treasure they find. Part of me finds that real sad. Of course, it's hypocritical of me to say that because that's essentially what we're doing right here. Really starting to get pissed off here, guys. We're trying guys that I know drop stuff. Let's go and save. Yeah, I'm starting to get real pissed off at the fact that excuse me, understood game. The guys that I know can drop stuff are not dropping stuff. Excuse me. We'll come back and pick up that gold later. I did not mean to pick up whatever piece of junk that was. That's a piece of junk. Do a little bit of organizing here. There we go. We're over 700k on Electrum. Wunderbar. Hello, boys. Give me your loot, son. friends. Look at that. I sent that guy right up there. Hooray! Let's go ahead here. Let's head to Gadir, and we will... Come on. Hate when stuff gets in one of my eyes. Can't see. Oh. Not the transmuter tree. What was that again? Ah. No. I'm not going to worry about that. Wrong. Ah. That way, tree. Don't be a dum-dum. Yes, I'm deliberately making the infinity symbol because that's what it feels like. Hello? Let's just portal out. I mean, not portal out. Return to the rebirth fountain. There we go. There we go. Got that gold. The Spanish shell. Now, if money weren't an issue, I'd the need to, be financially stable weren't an issue. I would try to do this more full time. I was floating in the air. Those two are party poopers. Oh, hello. Part of me wishes I could have fortune on my weapons like in Minecraft, but... Lissa! a pain in the arse. All right, let's quickly go ahead here, guys. I need to go use the little tree, so let's go ahead and take a break. I'll make sure to cycle out of the game too. So yeah, guys, that's everybody going. Stand up, stretch, get some, use the restroom. We'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Okay, guys, tree is back. Sorry, it took me a few extra moments there. But I had to go and get my new calendar, my new Kurzgesagt calendar, the Human Era calendar they released for 12,026. They had for the Human Era calendar, they had 10,000 years to the Western calendar. And so I had to make sure to pull it out because I wanted to describe to you. I didn't really do this much last year. Like I've done for the 12,024 calendar. But let me go ahead and make sure I pull up Ishtar here and let that cycle. So for January 12,026, the first month of the year, shows what looks like some sort of lizard-like amphibian in a lush valley in the midst of a river on a rock. It's looking up and seeing a very splendid-looking meteor shower. And the description reads, "The first look. The earliest stars are about as old as the universe itself. They lived, died, and fused new elements into existence, scattering them as ashes throughout the cosmos. Planets formed from those ashes and, thanks to nurturing starlight, eventually hosted life. Until one day, some 450 million years ago, a creature emerged from Earth's oceans with eyes, capable of making out the lights in the night sky. Finally, the very ashes of the stars were looking up at them." So yes, which is the thing. And on the preceding page, which is behind the cover, it says, "Welcome to 12,026. Explore our special connection to the stars. Look up at the dark sky tonight and spot the constellation of twinkling stars. You may feel a special connection, perhaps a reminder of your unique place in the universe, but also a timeless bond to everyone sharing that view with you. This year, explore the significance of that relationship from the deep past to the far future, and with each page, discover the ways it has inspired, guided, or even shaped humanity." And it shows on a hilltop Duck, the Kurzgesagt mascot, looking through a telescope, joined by several other burbs as they look up at the night sky at the stars. So, and this is, of course, the 12,026 calendar is their 10th anniversary. It was 10 years ago, 12,016 or 18, 17, 16 or 17, I'm blanking out. I know it's their 10th anniversary calendar, so I thought I might share that with you guys. Because, I love watching Kurzgesagt. They, I know that one of their last videos for last year had a thing on trees. Of course, me being a tree, I just had to, that's always a unique thing. Come on, game, do your thing. There we go. Excuse me. They've made some pretty darn good videos over the years. I know I've been watching them since, what, as they would call it, 12,020. At least since about 12,020. I think it was like very late 12,019 that I first discovered them. Slant early 12,020. sick and tired of these guys not dropping coral fragments. So they're dropping spiny shells. I think after this time we'll make at least one, maybe two more runs. And if we don't really... Come on. If we don't really get much, because all we need is two more. Two more fragments. One to complete the charm, and hopefully get something that we don't have already in terms of the coral fragments. Or we might have to go over to, the coral temples. Because I know that the guys over there, I'm blanking out on who they are. I know that they can drop stuff. This has been a nice little, trying to get these coral fragments, as inconvenient as it's been, has been a nice little distraction from the regular stuff. I will call Donkey Dung. Let's see here. There we go. Say. What happens when you do a little bit of organizational compulsive disordery? You get your shit... Sorry. You get your stuff in order. I apologize for cursing. Like I said, it's... I know that in my younger days, Tree Bomb or Tree Dad, they said, "Son, come over here. I'm going to wash your mouth out with soap." Just part of my canopy just went into curse mode. I call Donkey Dung. See? I did not say a curse word this time. I did not say a curse word this time.
Fine weapons. Look at them, the best. I have more.
You may have more,
Come in here, this
but
wagon
I
held
want less.
2 steers of cedar planks. Thank you.
Oh, anti-dum-dum. Anti-dum-dum. Do not want stuff. Do not want stuff. No. No. Come here. That's what I want. Oh! Oh! We got it! We got it! Oh! Coral fragment! Coral fragment! Hooray! We got one! Alright, guys. It is time to party, party, party. Let us head to Gadir. We got a thing! We got a thing! Alright. Okay. So let's put that there. I'll just knock on myself because I'm a tree. Make sure to do a thing. So let's quickly exit the game. I probably just hex myself. Alright, so please, gaming gods, be nice, be generous. Yes, I am deliberately knocking upon myself to evoke the good spirits. I am not a tree who is lucky, but part of me still believes in good spirits and all that. Load up, load up, load up. What we'll do, we'll go ahead and while we're doing this, we'll go ahead and let's do a run. Okay, let's go ahead here. Let's do a run. Whoa, excuse me. That felt good. It's like, where's the guy? Where's this first guy's buddy? There he is. We'll knock out the other buddies too. Ah, Loki chest. Loki chest. I hate them. How much Electrum am I at? 713k, not bad. Said, I know that doing this sort of campaign now is 714k. I know that doing this sort of campaign is, for the amount of stuff I want to get, is The amounts are rather minuscule, but I would rather have those minuscule amounts versus nothing at all. Whoa, hello. Ooh. Boils. All right, let's portal out here, guys. Head back to Gadir. Oh my god. Ow. My roots has really been bothering me today since I did the thing, and it was like, and I'm like, ah. Okay. Elemental resistance up. I do not remember what I have. I'm hoping. Like I said, it's like I do not try to remember every single little thing I have because it is just a huge pain in the posterior. Okay, so. Ah, gosh darn it! Gosh freaking darn it! Okay. That is what it is. It's 8 elemental resistance. There is. I know there's a way to do this. Cancel. Just a sec here, guys. Let me pull up the TQ Vault website. There is. just quickly taking. Let me pull this up here. So, this is on GitHub. This is the this is the download site for the yeah. It's as you can see right here. It's documents my games Titan Quest TQ Vault data backup. So there is. Let's bring that there. Just a sec here. I want to double check something. Configure. All right. So, one of the things we can do is you can change launch resistance, cancel. 9% armor protection. There we go. See properties. I think there is a thing. Do is the same. We'll do the same thing for these guys. Since I've got it enabled. Because part of me, I'm just tired of doing this. So, let's see. Vitality, stun, speed, armor. Check speed. Vitality, stun. Already got the speed, so. Three leech life. There we go. Yeah, I know that there are going to be some people who say, "Oh, Trey, you're cheating." But the game is cheating by making me have to do 6 to 12 damage, 2 seconds stun, poison damage. The game is cheating by 10 poison damage. Already got the poison damage. 3% slower attack. Stun, damp poison, damage. There we go. Now, one of the things I want to make sure of here, just a second. Management. Okay, looks like we're going to have to do a we haven't had a 4. Still on version 4.4 for Anniversary Edition here of the Vault. Haven't had since August 2023, so let's see here. Let's see. Don't think can break apart. What I was thinking was see if I could break this thing apart, but I think what we'll just do is just do a little bit more grinding here on stuff. See if we can't get another coral fragment. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hello. Hello. I'm going to have to take a look-see potentially to see if I can't potentially, break one of these guys apart. But I think the better option is just try to do a little bit more grind and stuff. So, anywho, let's get TQ reloaded here. And I know that some people are not going to be happy with the thing I did, but the game itself is essentially cheating by not letting me do my stuff. And I would rather try to get the additional variety I want versus being, stuck in a constant grinding circle of stuff. Don't get me wrong, I want the grind. It's just that when you keep getting the same thing over and over and over and over and over again and again and again, it is just sort of thing, What is, Whoa, excuse me, but it felt good. Still felt good, guys. Sorry. Excuse me. Come on. Much prefer to do, of course, as stuff as get as much stuff as I can through grinding. But when the grinding has got you in essentially a loop of sameness, whatever you want to call it, that's not being nice. Oh, hello. Part of me really wishes, as I've said, I wish I could have this amount of money. IRL. And have a nice little chunk of change made through my dividends this past fiscal year. So it's wunderbar. I know that there's the Donkey Kong. There we go. Too good ear, too good ear. If they're the best, why don't you give me a... Ah! we go. Nope. Yes, I am bloody tired. You know, I know I didn't do such a Saturdays, but I'm still bloody tired. I was like, I just literally, when my alarm went off Saturday, I just went, yeah. Mentally, it was like, yeah. Yeah, so it was one of those days of, yeah. I literally went right back to sleep. Oh, when I woke up, I was like, ugh, darn it. Why did I have to go back to sleep? Oh, wait, that's right. Work's been a huge pain in the arse this week. Be a thing. Jerky McJerk face. Whoa, excuse me, but I felt good. Can't have a little bit of fun while playing video games. What point is in there of doing that? Oh, hello. Whoa! Ooh, Cupid's bow. Ooh! I'm not sure if I have that. Let's get rid of these guys here. Come on, get that. There we go. I was about to say, get that. Ooh, look at that. It's a fairly decent low-level bow. Get me stuff, boys. Might do a game reset here in a second. Give me your loot, son! Give me your loot, son! Jerky McJerk faces. Okay, let's go ahead here. We'll do a reset on the game. So as that, we can hopefully have stuff happen. Just a sec. Quickly going to go use the little trees room while it's coming up. So just a sec. Okay, sorry about that, guys. But as I have said many times, when Mother Nature calls, you better frickin' answer. Do not deny Mother Nature her time. If she says you go, you go. So, I had to go. You know, as I've said many times, as much as I wish I could have that, have insert X amount of money here to be able to really do content creation full time. It provides a nice little challenge having the having to balance in its own way, having to deal with IRL too. Of course, when I started 8 years ago, it'll be here in a few months, it'll be 8 years. Doing content creation. It was one of these things that, it struck me as I've said, for the, oh, hello, Shadow Wrath, ooh, what the heck are you? Oh, hello. I would rather, as talked about the old Cirrus Epics video about, jeez, jerks. Um, you know, about, being addicted to video games and, oh, hello. And not having, sacrificing one's life in other ways to, sacrificing one's life in other ways to, meet this need. That is why I turned to content creation. Is that I would rather, as dealing with having to deal with other life, parts of life.
Fine weapons. Look at them, the best.
I would rather, share my gaming experiences with you guys versus, continue to game alone. Getting to meet folks online, getting to play with them, and that was just, part of
Check back next week.
The realization is...
Which land are these items from?
The realization of, hey, if you do something
just
good with your life, you have the technology to share your gaming experiences. You can do something, try to, reach out, and if there is a person on Twitch or on YouTube, they're just having, for whatever reason, they've come home from a very, very bad day. They have had, whatever the reason is, a very bad day. And they are into Age of Mythology, Titan Quest, Minecraft, Age of Empires, whatever. And, by whatever small chance, my video comes up in their feed and they're like, what the heck is this guy doing? And it turns out to give them that, that little spark that they need to help them in their day. That is worth the time and the effort. Oh, please. Ah, jeez Louise, Spiny Shell. I was hoping it'd be Coral Fragment. Anywho, I would rather do that and have that minuscule chance of helping make someone's day just a little bit better. Or, be able to meet up with, for example, Kerplunk. Make sure to have a link to his stuff in the description. At least his Twitch and YouTube channels. Have that connectivity with other players. Oh, there we go. Got it. We have our obligatory coal frame. We'll still finish up the hunts here. There we go, folks. That is, thank you, game. Thank you. But yes, having the chance to share one's gaming experiences. I would rather be able to try to have this experience to give you guys that material. you know, that's part of the reason why I do the loot grind, is the continuing, you know, you guys help inspire me. Loot grind is some of my good performing material. Titan Quest in general is stuff that, it draws people in. Try to play to your strengths. So, let's get this majestic chest. Ooh! Ooh, already got some more Shade Stalkers. Come on, pick it up. Go. I do this for you guys. I do loot grind, continue TQ for you guys. Oops. Like some more money. All right, let's. I know that we're technically at a point to where we can stop, but we're gonna go ahead here. Let's go legendary. We're going to go to legendary Gadir, and we are going to actually let us anti-dum-dum. Anti-dum-dum. We're going to reset the game, just so as that we can make sure that we can get the loot I want. Yes! Work smarter, tree, not harder. Or in this case, don't try to lose loot. That is the whole point of the loot grind. All right. So we're going to go ahead here. We're going to spend some of our gold. Going to make, see what we can get.
Opportunity is a divinity.
We're going to keep pumping up our electron. I thought to myself, why not do a little bit of gold here?
We're always open.
Check spawns tower. I'm not sure if I have that.
You can't carry anymore.
You know, part of me is thinking more about the Atlantean campaigns in Zeus Poseidon now. For whatever reason, I don't know why. And part of me is wanting to play them. Is that irony? Maybe. I'm not sure.
You can't hold anymore. You have no more room.
Let's go ahead here. Let's deposit.
Coming here, this wagon held 2 steers of cedar planks.
Let's see.
You will find everything just like you left it.
Basically trying to definitely pick up the stuff I know I need.
Which land are these items from? Mind if I make a sketch of these in my journal?
East. Let's go into Summer Palace. At least we have most of our stuff there in the caravan driver.
The best scrolls and potions and so on and so forth.
I mentioned,
you know how it goes.
that I was doing this off cam and I lost stuff for normal level and I was like, ah!
Run along.
That's the plan, lady. We'll wrap up here in a moment. So we got the rest of this stuff here, hopefully. I know I have that. Let's see if do we have
Which land are these items from? Don't worry.
You can't carry anymore.
I will call Donkey Dung. Say, hey, there is room. Don't say you don't have more room when there is quite obviously room. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode here. So I do appreciate everybody who's come out. For those of you watching here on YouTube at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming, please remember to go ahead and leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon for notifications. It really does help. Make sure you also go and leave a follow over at twitch.tv/OsageOrange. Hope to catch you guys tomorrow, Monday, probably Tuesday, for another episode of Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles 4, where we'll hopefully be able to bring Belgar to his inevitable defeat. Hopefully we'll be able to finish up whatever stuff we haven't finished up, you know, seeing what specialty equipment we may be able to get on Thursday/Friday. Hopefully next Saturday we will have another episode of City Building Saturdays in Pharaoh Cleopatra. I do appreciate everybody who's come out, and I hope to catch you all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.